with it. You been absent. Yeah, say I know you been handling business. Understand that. Major business. I definitely understand that. Uh, I've arrived at a point in my YouTube career that I feel I'm getting stuck. I'm getting stuck in this one voice that I've been using. I don't know if it's a good thing, but it ain't my own. But I've used it so long it's become my own. But yeah, man, I wanted to tap in and fool with y'all because I'm cool with y'all. Uh, got a lot of good things going in the favor. A lot of good things going in the favor, man. And that's how we like it and love it and need it. But let's jam a little bit. Yeah. Let's go on jam a little bit. Tell them. We gonna jam a little bit, Heath. We ain't gonna get all philosophical on them. We gonna jam a little bit. Make way, nigga. Here come a trill nigga, a trill figure. Nigga, what the fuck you figured? You thought I couldn't? When you know that I would. Gripping on the motherfucking leather and the wood. Swinging through the hood. Sipping on the 40. Smoking on the blunt. Looking for a party. Don't wanna bother what? Nigga, no damn body. But if you bought me, nigga, I'm body. I ain't got to pop no goddamn trunk. I got that shit right here in my skunk. I got that shit right here on my lap. Yeah, nigga, hell yeah, nigga, I stay strapped like a motherfucking baby in a car seat. Nigga wanna run, nah, nigga, it ain't a track meet. I thought you wanted was some motherfucking smoke. Now you don't wanna play no motherfucking jokes no more. Cause you see your nigga serious, nigga when delirious. Bitch, don't be curious, nigga, I will lay your ass down like a tree ass rug. Nigga, I stomp your bitch ass like a bug. Cause I'm a motherfucking G. Ask him who I be. It's that player Hezelee. Reppin' with that motherfucking Honda PAT that's pulled off the Texas. You should know me. He's it. So damn for she's it. Nigga ain't got the gifts. Yeah, they believe me. Don't try and convince them. Don't try to make them. Let them hoes shake them. Make them hoes break them. Shoot them like dice. Melt them like ice. Throw them bitches in the air. I don't care. Nigga like rice. Nigga got the what damn head fucking lice. Nigga scratch his motherfucking head cause he got lice. Nigga, I'ma pay that price. Cause nigga, I'm a G. Been doing it high, go be on my TOE. Nigga, that's my toes. Nigga, I throw blows. Always got Trill Pimp C on my clothes. Might wear the Trill damn dog. Let them damn bitches come and slob on my knob. Ask me why, cause I'ma tell you that's they job. Nigga, I ain't never used to steal nor rob. I always been a hustler. Always had a customer. Don't come my way cause you a motherfucking buster. Nigga, I'm a player. Yeah, I'm a G. And like I said before, I rep that PA to the T. Or that H-Town, or that D-Town. Nigga, I rep Texas, I be anywhere around. I be getting money, ain't a damn thing funny. And bitch ass niggas ain't gonna take nothing from it. Just in case they do. Oh, I'm sorry. I rap that whole motherfucking track. I ain't mean no disinfect. I freestyle that whole motherfucking track. I ain't mean no disinfect. Sometime I'm just a rapper. Zay got that motherfucking $5 suit, nigga. That's what I'm talking about. And that $5 freestyle. And that goddamn $5 freestyle. Shit. I appreciate it, man, but I'm feeling a little, how could I say? I'm feeling a little defeated in some areas. I'm gonna say that. I'm feeling a little defeated in some areas. Yeah, that's that Trill style. Earl, what it is, man. Man, I'm feeling just a little defeated in some areas, and I want to share that with y'all. But we got to do it on the conveyance of keeping it moving. Still no power, man, but we staying positive. Yeah, H-Time. Y'all stay positive, H-Time. If you need anything, man, I got you. Buy you a couple bags of ice. You know what I'm saying? Buy you a couple bags of ice. Shit, buy you a couple Coronas or whatever, man. It don't matter to me, because you always stay trill with me. But, man, I was talking to a friend of mine, and we go way back. And we was discussing some times, and I felt like you didn't have a clue what I was actually trying to do for us. Because I never did really tell people around me the entire layout, because some minds can't even understand when you're putting together major shit. So you share only what they can consume with them, you see? The gas stations out of line for selling bags of ice. Man, that's a damn shame. Man, we praying for you, Zay. The gas station selling bags of ice for $7. Dirty motherfuckers. God bless y'all, man. Y'all gonna shake back in a minute. But so, the plan and everything, I couldn't just share with everybody the entirety, you dig? And what I'm talking about was when I obtained a studio in PA in the bank. I had this whole layout, had this major plan. Big James in the building, what it is. So I had this major plan, and as, you know, things progressed, I was scouting. I was scouting like Russell Simmons or something. And I want to lay it out for y'all how it was going down. Now, it was coming together like titties. You dig? It was coming together like titties. But it seemed like every time I got close to what I was trying to do, boys would just freak out. I don't know, man. Boys would just freak out. But I'm gonna tell y'all about it. Give me a second. Gotta go get these 10,000 steps. Gotta go get these 10,000 steps. But yeah, man, the plan was always, damn, that lady pulled up on her bike. I don't know what kind of bike she got. But she pulled up on her bike and hit a button, and that bitch collapsed. And she folded that bitch up, threw it in the trunk, and burnt off. Fast than a bitch. Oh, they on some shit. This nigga got the tires off his bike. Boy, y'all niggas on some shit out here. I ain't that handy with no wrench, dig? I ain't that handy with no wrench. She collapsed her bike. I don't know what kind of bike that is. Must be a motherfucking foldable bike. Give me a foldable bike. But yeah, let me see. Let's get this goddamn 10,000 steps started, man. Let's get this 10,000 steps started, big homie. We don't need no shit. We need 10,000 steps. Don't think I've been laying off. I ain't been laying off. I just, unfortunately, I just ain't been eating as strict as I needed to keep things going the right way. Yeah. Man, I fucked around and hit the goddamn hood latch. Hood latch. Nigga, you a hood rat. Now I hit the hood latch. But yeah, hold on. Let me close the damn hood. Hood latch. Hood latch. hood rat. Come on, hood rats. Let's go, hood rats. Let's get these goddamn 10,000 steps. Hood rats. Yeah, so man, listen. When I got the studio, I would sit in the studio sometime by myself and I would just be putting together a plan. And I was saying, what do PA need? What is my music endeavor really about? Because I stopped rapping for close to 7 years. And when I started back and I got serious, I was already about 26, 27. You did? When I got back serious, man, with the music, my nigga, I was already 26, 27. Because I remember my baby mama, she used to tell me, she say, you 20, because we had my son at 23. She say, you 23 and the rap ain't paying you enough right now to pay your bills. Like, I can't respect it if you just chasing rap. We ain't got no house. You know what I'm saying? You ain't paying the bills. Like, I can't respect that. I was asking her those type of questions. Like, if a nigga was chasing his career, what type of shit you would want to be taken care of so you wouldn't be paying attention to what I'm doing with my music? A house, a car, bills paid, still spend time with the family. Needed all that to be taken care of for her to respect it. So I knew I was gonna return at some point, but I didn't know when. But it was 27 when I had the house. We had multiple cars. I had my schedule with the kids and everything I was doing. And then I wound up getting back in the studio. Got back in the studio. You hear me? Anthony Anderson, I'm a big fan. Nigga, I don't look shit like no motherfucking Anthony Anderson, bitch ass nigga. I look like Hezelee, nigga. But yeah, so when I got back in the studio, I was able to go to a big studio. I was recording at my homeboy studio, old school nigga. He lived in Groves. His name was Rob Tatum. R.I.P. to Rob Tatum. And I used to sit there with him and he used to teach me a lot of shit. But, you know, his studio was really business-like. Just me and him most of the time or whoever I brought with me. His studio wasn't the type of studio you could just pop up at. Wasn't no pop-up. And so, after dealing with his studio, learning what he had going on, what he was doing musically, I'm soaking up game. And then I get in DMD studio. I get in Hiroshima by way of my big homie, Jay Will, R.I.P. So, as years progress, I make everything do so my baby mama won't be paying attention to my endeavor. Nothing at the house lacking. I'm a man at the house and everything good. So now I got this spare money to pursue my dreams. You dig? I got this money to invest in my dreams, my music. And I dove into it. All the while, nobody ever knew, as I was living my dream as a solo artist, I was looking for a younger artist. I was always like scouting. I wouldn't verbally say it because when niggas think you holding auditions, you gonna have all kind of Tom, Dick, and Harris running in your motherfucking face. And then when a nigga think you chose him, nigga gonna think he got a record deal. When we still got a lot of leg work to do. We had a lot of leg work to do. I was trying to get established as a solo artist, but at the same time, I was looking for a younger artist to groom and represent and give him the resources I had so he can be successful. But it was something I needed from him. You know, it wasn't just come in, take all I can give to you, and then run around acting like I'm your record label and I better pay you. Like, it's such a misunderstanding with that type of shit. When somebody trying to help somebody and they not established, man, sometimes it's damn near more feasible to just not help nobody and look out for yourself till you really, really get in position. But in a quick amount of time, I was able to obtain a lot of resources that I knew I could share. And I ain't got that type of heart that I just want to be selfish. So it's hard for me to be selfish when I would run into younger artists that I knew needed help. And I was also looking for, you know, somebody I could groom anyway. So it wasn't no big deal to share with them. And I had a whole plan. I laid out a whole plan. I sat there for probably like a couple of months. And I was thinking, every studio I had been in, from Houston on back to PA, what did they have going on? What could I bring different to the table that could achieve all my personal goals as a solo artist and help others at the same time? And then it started coming to me. Most of the studios I've been to, the guys were like trying to instantly become Jay Prince. They were trying to instantly be Suge Knight, and they didn't have their ducks in a row. So I was interested in getting my ducks in a row. But the start of it, you couldn't see the huge thing that I was putting together. And at some point, I didn't even want niggas to see it. Because there's a word called entitlement. Man, when some people know you and they see you getting in a better position in life, having more options, having more resources, having more money, they might not do nothing to help you accomplish that, nor accumulate that. But they got this feeling that you owe them. It's entitlement. They got this feeling like you just supposed to hand that over to them when they've done nothing to help you accumulate that shit. It's called entitlement. So the first part of it was engineering. Engineer. You can have the best tools, the best programs, the best software, all the up-to-date equipment. But if you don't have a knowledgeable pilot to fly that ship, you got nothing. That plane ain't gonna leave the ground. So if you don't have a knowledgeable engineer in that studio, in the cockpit, it don't even matter. You just gonna be wasting time and money. But God bless me with two of the best engineers in my city. So that part of the game was on lock. Now my intentions for them was this. Because they so good, they don't need to just work with every little Joe Smo off the street. They don't need to just work with me. They need to work with everybody that can elevate them and me at the same time. So one of the things I did was I fought to help make sure they connected with Pimp so they can engineer for him too. That means the engineer would make more money fucking with Pimp and whomever else. At the same time, I wanted them to grab younger engineers and kind of like protege and groom them. So the vision was the seasoned engineers groom up a few younger engineers, teach them the game. Therefore, they wouldn't have to just deal with every Joe Smo came off the street. The senior engineers could focus more on people coming to PA who needed to record. The people Pimp would bring, the people I would bring, people passing through. Like we would just be a one-stop hub where you can get a quality sound. You know what I'm saying? And so the team of engineers was almost like the first tier. That was the first tier of defense for the little army I was trying to build. All right, well, guess what? There was another tier. It was the producers. Now, sometimes engineers are also producers. And that's, hey, you winning. You know what I mean? You're killing 3, 4, 5 birds with one stone. So your second line of defense, your producers. So I was gonna get a team of producers. That's why I didn't work with just one producer. I worked with about 3, 4 producers. I wanted us to have 3, 4, 5 hot ass producers that did different shit, but could work together and complement each other all under the same roof. So now we got the engineers, we got the production. Now what we gonna produce? We're gonna produce music. So now we need artists, all right? Gonna get a handful of artists, A&R, and teach them the game. Now all this is shit I'm telling you is in my mind while I'm doing my solo career. Nobody know I'm thinking like this. I'm just doing me, testing the waters, putting different people in position, because I'm trying to see this shit come together, but I can't reveal it to niggas because they're gonna get ahead of themselves. They're gonna start to feel entitled. So that's why I dealt with, handful of artists. That's why I put a lot of different artists in the studio, because I was trying to see who really had talent. So here's the tiers. You got the engineers, you got the producers. So the next tier was gonna be the artists. Now, out of the artists, I was trying to see who was really writers. You dig? I was trying to see who could really write. And I'm not talking about just write basic rhymes. I'm talking about write songs. Write songs that may not even fit your artistry, and we can sell to somebody else, or we can put it in a song bank. And I was gonna get a team of writers. I was prospecting, I was entertaining, drinking with certain cats, talking to them, seeing what their mind was. I met a lot of artists that really was writers, but they didn't have the image. Their time had them probably came and went, but they was good at writing. So these were people I was gonna ask to join the writing staff with the artists. You see what I'm saying? So that would be the next tier. Now you got the engineers, the producers, now you got the artists and the writers. Well, guess what? Now you got a team of people that's gonna turn out product left and right. Now you got a team of people that's gonna be able to turn out product left and right. Well, what else do you need? You need graphic designers, okay? So I try to get a group of graphic designers, 3, 4 graphic designers. I always was ready to produce quality artwork, flyers, whatever which you need also a photographer, where you get about 3 of those. So now you got somebody who's gonna produce high quality pictures to hand over to the graphic designer, and they be able to whip up cover after cover, rather it be poster, flyer, mixtape, whatever it is, okay? So now you got that tier covered. What's the next tier you need? Boom, videographer. Videographer. People who can shoot content, people who can shoot videos, documentaries, behind the scenes, all that type of shit. So I was looking for a handful of those type guys. So next thing you need is gonna be manufacturers. You're gonna need manufacturers that's gonna be able to press up. Back then it was CDs. It was CDs back then, so you needed a manufacturer that was gonna be able to supply you with the motherfucking product, the CDs or whatnot. Also, you needed a manufacturer that was gonna be able to press up wax. You know, I mean actual albums, not albums on CD, but albums on vinyl. You need a vinyl manufacturer. Once you got that together, now you need a motherfucking street team. And what I was trying to do until we got a designated specific street team, I was trying to get the artists to believe in themselves, to know if you want this dream to happen, we got a way to make this shit work. And here's your part. Your part is simply this. We're gonna buy, and this is all independent. This is all independent, okay? This is before you looking for a record deal. This is before you looking for a partner. This is just your obligation and your responsibility, because you say you wanna be an artist. You say you believe in yourself, and this is what you're trying to do. So before we elect people as specific street team, everybody has to wear multiple hats. You may be an artist, you may be hot, but and this is back in the day. If you believed in yourself, take this product along with me, who masterminding this whole situation, and go and sell it. Your compensation is gonna be you taking half of what's sold. Very simple. So if you sell something, which we had $10 CDs, right? If you sell a $10 CD, all you have to do is put 5 to the side to turn back in, and then the other 5, you put it in your pocket. You already paid. It's you on the music. You say you want this. Hello? You say you want to be heard. You say you want to get to the next level. So it's you on the damn CD. If you can't sell music with yourself on it, why you want somebody else to sell it for you? So I was building all that, and I was testing all those areas, but not telling people what the full vision was. Because it would make no sense for me to introduce you to the full vision when you can't even get a portion of the vision right. What I was building, our city really needed it. Our city really needed what I was building. Let me see. This Dodge Games. Heezy, I heard you like to abstract painting. Heezy does Abraham Lincoln School, yeah, whatever. Yeah, you know that ring a bell, nigga. But yeah, so I felt like, why introduce somebody to the full spectrum when they can't even get a portion of it together? And I tried my damnedest to put all this here shit together, but I kept watching each individual. Man, you may not understand it or know it, but people have everything they need right in their grasp. They have every resource, they have every connection right in their grasp. But their own selfish desires will redirect them and they won't even see. All they gotta do is connect to this. And so while I was trying to put all this here shit together, everybody was fighting in different directions. If we're all trying to do the same shit and you don't have a plan on how to get it done, why would you not get behind a nigga who seem like he know what the fuck he doing? For a nigga to be able to just walk step by step forward, it's something about his movement. Because he's not walking forward, then he's walking to the side or walking back. This nigga is consistently walking forward, step by step. You say you wanted to get on stage, what did I do? I put niggas on stage. I want to be on the radio. I put niggas on the radio. I did not have that to do, dog. I could have just selfishly looked out for myself and kept moving. But I was trying to build something way bigger than myself. I was trying to build something way outside of myself that was gonna last. You gotta go to Houston when you start seeing record company, conglomerates, cliques, groups that's successful in the music business. Why couldn't we have one of those in PA? Why couldn't we have one of those in PA? There was no reason that we couldn't. The only reason why it didn't happen was too many motherfucking chiefs and not enough Indians. Sometime when you got a bona fide chief, my nigga, go ahead and get behind them. There's a lot of niggas gonna go out there and pose to be chiefs. They're dictators. You want a nigga that's really a chief. A nigga who looking out for the tribe for real. He ain't gotta verbally tell you, hey, I'm looking out for the tribe. He'll show you in his actions. He'll show you in his actions. I don't do interviews. They interviews, not interviews. Yeah, that sound cool. But yeah, that's what I was putting together. We had our own distribution. I made connections with the One Stop. We had a piece of everything that we needed. All I needed was the individuals to play their parts and their position. But nobody could play their part and their position consistently. Everybody got distracted by something. It wasn't moving fast enough for some people. But where is the expectation? Why do you expect for something to move so fast when you put no fucking effort into it? You did? I don't like shit like that. You don't have no goddamn expectations on shit moving so fast when you putting no effort into it. Sit the fuck back and just shut the fuck up. Don't tell me nothing about, well, we ain't doing it, we ain't doing it. Bitch, we ain't doing it because we ain't doing it. So it got to a point where I ain't gonna say I gave up on that. I just tucked that in the back of my hat and I said, I'm gonna focus on pushing Hezelee. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna focus on strictly pushing Hezelee. Because guess what? Hezelee He ain't gonna let me down. Hezelee gonna show up when it's time, stage time, studio time, distributing time. Hezelee gonna fucking show up. It got to the point, nigga, I had all these motherfucking CDs featuring all kind of artists, but not one of them motherfucking artists standing on the side of me pushing. See, it come a point to where some people might not understand that they're trying to use you. They might not know I'm actually trying to use this individual. They might just be thinking the music gonna get out there somehow. Nigga, we wasn't in stores with marketing budgets and promotion. The music was not just gonna magically get in people's hands. Somebody had to push it. So when I would look around and see, at the end of the day, it started as my dream. At the end of the day, I'm the only one out here pushing. So fuck it. I'ma focus on Hezelee. And I did. And I pushed thousands, my nigga. I took this shit with a little bit of nothing all across the third coast. I took this shit with a little bit of nothing all in hoods worldwide. Later on, I did get joined by a force. And this force was incredible. This force name was Big Bub. He was from Beaumont. I was from Port Arthur. He seen me out there pushing like a pusher push. And he contacted me. Now, he wasn't featured on not one of my CDs. I want you to hear this part. Dev's Head, what it is. I want you to hear this part. When Big Bub contacted me, he was not featured on one CD. He wasn't featured on one song. But he told me he wanted to buy some of my CDs. He told me he wanted my permission to put my song Cadillac on a mixtape that he was taking to the Kappa Beach party. And I just had a couple of questions. I said, you a DJ? He say, nah. I say, what are you? He say, I'm a go-getter. He said, I got to click a artist, this and that, this and that. And then I realized, I say, this dude has a vision like I have, and he pretty much leading that shit by pushing hard as he can. And he got a little help, but he really the me in his clique. He's a Leo in his clique. You dig? So I say, you taking the CD to the beach party? He said, yeah, I'm gonna press up probably about, and this would really caught my ear. He said, I'm gonna press up probably about 2,500 CDs to 3,000 CDs. I say, okay. This nigga ain't no local joker. You see, local jokers press up 10 CD with magic marker written on it. And they tell you they about to blow up. Yeah, I'm about to blow up, my nigga. And ain't about to do a goddamn thing. Bitch ass nigga don't believe in himself. Nigga probably recording on GarageBand. So when he told me the CD my song was gonna circulate on was gonna be pressed up to about a few thousand copies, I said, you know what? I'm not going to the Kappa this year. So I say, you damn sure right you have my permission to put my record on there. He put my record on there and he said, look, it's sponsored by Anton Fashion out of H-Town. I say, you know what? Most definitely. Because that store, the owner of that store, is my classmate. So it felt good. I say, all this shit coming together. So he said, can you meet me? And I give you a couple of copies of it. And I want to buy some of your Blockstar CD. wholesale, if you can do that. I say I most certainly can. Now I met him and he gave me about 50 copies of the mixtape that was going to the Kappa Beach party. And he showed me all the copies that was gonna be circulated. I say, yeah, this guy ain't playing. I like what I was seeing. And so he bought about 30 copies of Block Stars wholesale. And I like that there too, because the players that was featured on Block Stars. Now, I gotta stop and say this. Okay? Sometime 17 say Boosie and Webby and 17 was the only people that Pimp C presented. Meaning he did a project with them where he presented their project. Well, my project was called Block Stars, hosted by Pimp C. This also could be perceived as a presentation. The only reason Block Stars didn't do the type of numbers it was supposed to do because it was a mixtape. It wasn't original tracks. This was just my introduction into the game during the time where mixtapes were prevalent and relevant. 50 Cent, Jeezy, Drama, all these people were doing mixtapes. So all I was doing was following the formula of an introduction by doing a mixtape. Now, mine would also been a Pimp C hosted presents if it was original content. There was a few original songs on there, but the rest of them was mixtape songs. Mixtape song basically is just an industry beat grabbed by an artist, and that artist rap over that motherfucker. You see? That was the only difference. Now back to the scheduled program. Now, the featured artist on this mixtape with me, you would think, wow, they're featured on a project. I gifted them the association with Pimp C. The blessing Pimp C gave to me, I did not have to share with a cocksucker. You hear me? The blessing Pimp C gave to me, I did not have to share with no motherfucking body. But because I'm thinking in that mindset that we trying to get somewhere, I made sure certain people was on the CD. Now, during the recording process, during the plan of what's gonna happen once the CD done. Well, initially the CD supposed to went to DJ Smalls. That's another Trill story in itself. And I was gonna be well known in more areas from what Smalls was gonna do, but Smalls didn't want to compensate me, and him and Pimp had a little, discrepancy over that. That's another story. So that didn't wind up happening. What wound up happening was the master of the CD was placed in my hand to do what I chose to do with it, whatever that was. The master was placed in my hand to do whatever I knew how to do and see fit. And Pimp also told me, I don't need nothing off the CD. He said, whatever you make, you keep it all. You ain't gotta pay me shit. I'm like, my nigga, you sure? He like, hell yeah. Come up off of that bitch. I say, that's what it is. Now, I ain't saying because you was featured on that CD, you supposed to said, He's let me get 2,000 copies. But why not? Why not? If I was featured on some shit, I'm talking about some high caliber shit like that, and I knew you was independent, I knew you was trying to get yourself and everybody else in position, nigga, I'm gonna contribute to what you got going by telling you how many CDs you getting on the first run. 2,000. Well, let me at least get 500 of them hoes. That's the least I can do, my nigga. Let me at least get 500. Help you with the weight of this shit. Plus, I'ma take 500 and go distribute it in my network of people. You see, not only are you spreading the word to wherever you're gonna go, I'm gonna take it in whatever direction I'm going in, I'ma spread the word. Therefore, we got way more fans in different places at the same damn time with multiple efforts. A simple concept like this I just explained, boys couldn't get it in their head. But back to the force, Deb's head, back to this force that was just as incredible as a Hezelee, Big Bub. Without Big Bub even knowing the plot or the plan, Big Bub started to take the initiative to say, hey, yeah, that 30 copies I moved at the Capitol Beach party, they went like, bow. I need more. I need more. I say, how many you need? Let me get 50 copies. Okay, I respect that. I pull up on him, boom, he get 50 copies. He hit me again. He say, you ever hustle in Beaumont? I say, I do. I say, but I don't go too deep off in the trenches because boys done kind of tried a nigga a couple times. So I kind of stay here, there, and everywhere. He say, would you be willing to come slap 5 with niggas and hustle in the hood with me? Let me introduce you to some folks. I said, I will. You did? I said, I will. What's up, Don P? What's up, Naylor? So, go meet Bub and Beaumont, and we ride hood to hood. Car wash, barber shops, neighborhoods, corner stores. Nigga, we doing it like we in Port Arthur, and we getting them off. We getting them off left and right. I'm slapping 5 with niggas, taking pictures, having conversation, and we making it happen, Captain. So after that, he hit me again. He said, let me get 100 CDs. Now, again, this brother is not featured on this CD, my nigga. This brother ain't rapped an intro on this CD. But by this time, he didn't put in enough work. Well, he done damn near sold a whole box of 200. He done liquidated damn near 200 of these bitches. So now the efforts I'm putting in, compared to his efforts, I'm liquidating boxes. I'm liquidating boxes. I'm driving to Houston, dropping the distributor, 20, 25, 30, 50, whatever. I'm hustling all the way there, hustling all the way back, hustling every day. So our efforts combined, my nigga, we moving some units. You hear me? Just me and him, we moving some units. Now don't get me wrong, every now and again, one of the artists that featured on the thing for shits and giggles and bragging rights will say, let me get 10. Now I ain't gonna lie, here nigga, you did, that ain't impressive. That don't tell me you wanna be successful. You ain't got another CD with Pimp C on it. You don't have this affiliation. So for you to be featured on this here and can build yourself up from this here, all you want is 10 copies? What the fuck you gonna do with that? When a nigga used to tell me, give me 5 copies or give me 10 copies, I used to think right there in my mind, what the fuck you about to do with that? Couch records? But me and Bub kept building. And then one day he called me. He say, man, I'ma need more than what I've been getting. I say, what you want? He say, let me get a whole box. So I say, a whole box consists of 200 CDs. He say, yeah. Let me get a whole box. I pull up on the man. He say, let me ask you this. He say, do you trust me enough to be able to push these bitches on consignment and touch back with you on the bread? The way he had been moving them units, I had no doubt in my mind that leaving him with a box, them bitches wasn't gonna become a piece of furniture. I had no doubt in my mind if I left him with a box of CDs every day, them bitches was gonna disappear. So I say, you know what, my nigga? I say, you gonna take that. Now, we still hustled together on certain days, but then we hustled apart. And then one day he called me. He say, I got this store I got a relationship with. He had a lot of relationships with the pack niggas, you know? The convenience store owner niggas, the pack niggas. He had a lot of relationships. And he had this one store called Fuzzies in Beaumont. It was a very high traffic store. The culture went through that store like loose balls. He say Fuzzies is gonna let us post up all day and sell all our product. I say, you think it'll be a good idea? He say, hell yeah. That's why I move most of my shit. He say, but with you being there, people seeing you, we probably gonna move way more. He gave me the date. I told him I'll be there. I pulled up to Beaumont bright and early. We got a box inside the store. We got mixtapes. And we got a trunk load of motherfucking CDs. We post up in the store. The first 2 hours, I say, damn, Beaumont and Port Arthur are totally different. And I'm gonna tell you why. Port Arthur might be most known because of UGK and Janis Joplin. But Beaumont have way more population. They have the jails. They have a penitentiary. Way more hoods. And boy, the traffic came through that store was incredible. In a couple of hours, we sold hundreds, probably about 100 CDs. I say, damn it, boy. And then Bub, I got this is on camera because we used to have this little mini camera with us. He say, check this out, I got something for you. And what he used to like to do, he used to like to take the small bills. So if he had some ones and some fives and some tens, he make that the outer layer of the money roll, and he would bend it over backwards. But if you flip it over, you got hundreds. You hear me? So he throws me a fold of money that was appearing to be a fold of ones. But after I started to look through it, it was a whole stack of motherfucking 1, 5, 10, 20s, and hundreds. And he said, I'm gonna need another box. He said, I'm gonna need another box. Now, by this time, my whole plan of putting together this team was starting to kind of fade out of my mind. But one of the elements came individually. And this nigga was a team in himself. This one individual had the same skill set that I had, business-wise, hustling, talking to people, getting out, marketing, and he was willing to go any and everywhere. He had more get up and go than me. He had more spontaneity than me. He had more, I'ma try this. He was really willing to get out there and shake hands and make friends and make it happen. And by that time, individually, that man had then sold about 500 CDs by his goddamn self. That man had then sold about 500 units by his damn self. So when he liquidated that second box, he say, I'ma need another box. I say, by God, I done got a piece of the puzzle that I've been fighting for since 2001. This was near 2006. It took me 5 years to find an individual that matched my efforts and my fresh, who believed in himself, who wanted to really, really get somewhere. And by then, I took all the brakes off. I took all the reserve off. And I told him, nigga, whenever you need a box, tell me what the business is. And me and that man started breaking bread. I'm talking about like hand over fist, nigga. Me and this nigga put so many goddamn t-shirts, hats, and CDs in the streets, you would think that we had major distribution. Pimp C started asking me, how in the fuck are you moving all that shit like that? You dig? That nigga Pimp started asking me straight business. How in the fuck are you niggas moving all that shit? And I say, man, I have a simple system. When we don't have shows, if I don't have a show with you, I spend my time in the streets. My nigga Hollywood. Ask my nigga Hollywood. I say, man, if I ain't got a show with you, I spend my time in the streets 4 to 6 or 7 hours a day selling fucking CDs all day, every day. I might take Sunday off. He say, damn, that shit sell like that? I say, yeah. So he say, what if I got you the whole catalog of UGK? What could you do with that? We was at a mall in Lafayette, and I was popping some CDs out of my Louis Vuitton bag. Yeah, nigga, I used to carry a purse. I made other niggas start carrying that damn bag, nigga. I had a motherfucking Louis Vuitton bag with a strap on that bitch. Had that bitch strapped across my motherfucking shoulder, nigga. Full of goddamn CDs, you hear me? And DVD. Now, don't get me wrong. I wasn't no bootleg DVD nigga. The DVDs I had, I featured on them, you see? The niggas that I did mixtapes with, they sent me hundreds and thousands of copies. So I got mixtapes I'm featured on. I got my own mixtapes, and I got DVDs that I'm featured on. And I'm selling all this shit. But what happened, because of my efforts, what happened next really was too incredible. Pimp C said, what could you do if I gave you all of UGK catalog? I say, my nigga, I could sell that shit like cracks, nigga. Fuck you talking about? I could sell that shit like crack. That nigga Pimp made a phone call. That nigga called Jive Records. I could tell the story now, you did? I could tell the story. Yeah, we were guerrilla marketing like a motherfucker, Zay. My nigga Hollywood will tell you, he know Bub. He know the story. So Pimp called Jive Records. And he got to speak to this one dude he had a long relationship with that was working in the back warehouse. And him and Pimp struck up a deal. Pimp told him, send me every motherfucking pieces of the catalog that we have. We gonna break bread. The homie told Pimp he ain't want nothing. I say, damn it, man. So Pimp came back. About 2 weeks later, the pack touched down. Also, Jive had then sent him big old ass posters. Now this where the game get good. Y'all niggas need to listen now, goddammit. This where the game get really good. Jive sent him all these posters, all these free sample CDs, and all these flyers. They asked him, did he know of a street team or a street promoter in the area that would distribute this shit? He say, hell yeah, I know a company that can distribute it. He say, the nigga that run the company named Hezelee. I'm sitting in the car and I'm on the side of Pimp, ear hustling, cause he on the phone talking about street promotion. And he say he knew somebody in the area that could street promote. I was curious to know who this person was, cause I didn't know who was in the area street promote. And then all of a sudden, Pimp said, Hezelee. I say, damn it, boy. He say, I'm gonna put you in contact with Hezelee and y'all strike that deal up. And he got off the phone and he looked at me. He say, put this number in your phone and call this dude right here. He say, call him tomorrow or some shit. Man, I called the dude. The dude told me the posters, the flyers, the CD, the snippet CDs, all I need you to do is plaster Beaumont, Port Arthur, and Orange, mainly Port Arthur, with that shit, and we gonna cut you a check. I say, yeah. He said, what would you charge for those areas? I said, $1,500, $500 an area. He said, we gonna give you $1,600. I say, bet. I got off the phone. The man had me a check cut. I called Pimp. I say, Pimp, man, dude cut me a $1,600 check from Jive Records to do the promo. He say, and? I say, how much kickback you want? He say, kickback? He say, nigga, if you don't take that goddamn money and go distribute that shit and do what you do, he say, I ain't did that shit for you for no motherfucking kickback. He say, I did that shit because you a dog on the promo. He say, Heezy, you deserve that shit. You a motherfucking dog with this promo shit. So boom. Now I got access to all this posters, this, that. Oh man, come on, dog. When we pulled up, even if you didn't buy nothing, and I can get out and give you a free sample CD of UGK, a poster, a flyer, and take a picture with you, nigga. People were so excited. People who couldn't buy nothing would take my number and call me later, and when they did get some money, they buy gobs of that shit. So Pimp enhanced the look. He enhanced the game. And then all of a sudden, me and Bub was like on a flotation device. I told Pimp, at every show we do, brother, you make sure we get a vendor's table. I said, since you been gone, these artists have got pussy. He said, what you mean? I say, back in the day, when you went to a concert, you could leave a concert with some memorabilia because the artist had a vendorship booth set up and they was willing to sign a few autographs and sell a few t-shirts and CDs and go on about their business. I say, but nowadays, the artist's scared to touch the people. The artists are scared to get in the mosh pit with the people. So they ain't trying to have nothing going but get on stage, rap, And when it's over, they running out the goddamn back door. He said, you telling me they doing that? I say, brother, these niggas leaving money on the table. So every time you have a show, I need you to get a vendor's table and watch me work. He say, but damn, sometime I want you to go ahead and open up too. I say, brother, I can do it both. I say, I can open up and I'm gonna move the goddamn merchandise. Don't you never know, never mind. Don't you think nothing about it. And so we started being a triple double threat. When we would go to the clubs, me and Bub would push the motherfucking music from the time we left to the time we made it back to the time we got in the goddamn hotel, at the hotel, in the lobby, to the club, in the parking lot, and then finally we set up next to the nigga who selling Swisser Sweets and B2Bs and lights and cigarette lighters and paraphernalia. And we sit up next to the picture taking man, and we got nothing but Pimp C CDs, UGK CDs, poster flyer snippets, and all of that. Ask me what happened. Ask me what happened. You ain't got to ask me what happened. I'm gonna tell you what happened. Every night we would sell an abundance of product. It started off where Pimp C used to pay me to go on $500 for my pocket. He paid for my transportation and he paid for my room. It got to the point I told Pimp, stop paying me. I say, you already get me a lavish ass room. You know, I'm able to summons hoes over there and get Castle Grayskull and could go get about a dozens. Come on, man, you know what I mean? I'm talking about I'm able to tell a bitch I'm at the 12. I'm in Atlanta, you hear me? Listen what I'm saying. I'm in Atlanta, you dig? And the bitch say, what motel you at? I said, look here, bitch. I don't be at no motels, bitch. I be at the hotel. I'm at the 12. She said, oh, only stars stay at the 12. I said, well, maybe I'm a star, bitch. You dig? Maybe I'm a star, bitch. You dig? And hoes showed up. I'm talking about what could go get wet, man. They showed up with could go get damp. Because they knew it's some trill shit going on. These niggas at the damn 12. And that's just some of the lavish hotels we used to be at. But to make it long, short, we pushed that product, man. And when you independent, it ain't no magically delicious formula gonna sell your records for you. You have to get to that point where your shit is in such demand that it sells off the shelf. But when you unknown, you can't put it in your mind that you hotter than what you are when you're really not. That's not good business sense. You dig? That's not good business sense for you to put it in your mind that if you go bring a distributor 2,500 CDs and he put them bitches, this back in the day now, if he put them bitches at every mom and pop store where he have reached to, that them bitches gonna sell off the shelf. That's a goddamn lie. You see? So instead of you going to get a distributor 2,500 CDs, you put that 2,500 CDs in the trunk of your car and you gas up and you and your team get out there and push it like a pusher push. That's why so many independent artists had to go sit down somewhere and just start being regular many years ago. Because business-wise, they never pushed their product. And you can't do that. You can't have pride in this business. You have to put your pride aside, man. You know how many times I probably was talked about, ridiculed, made fun of, you know? You know how many times People would poke fun at me. I remember one time I almost got in a fight. I was somewhere at how could I say? I was at this big old store. I'ma just say that. I was at this big old store. Now by this time, I'm a homeowner with a free and clear property. I'm buying a new property. I got Cadillacs and Benzes. I got all kind of bitches. I'm talking about pretty bitches. I ain't talking about no throwaway hoes now. I got pretty bitches. I got a badass new bitch, you dig? And we living good in the hoe. I got brand new custom clothes. I'm known in all kind of places. But I'm still pushing my music. And I walked up to a nigga. He appeared to be a player. He had two bitches with him. And I introduced the concept. I said, hey, this what it is. I'm such and such. Boom, boom, boom. I got this. If you interested, you know what I mean? They go for 10 a pop. Woody, woody, woo, wada, wada, wah. He started to question me. If you this and you that, why you doing this? Why you doing that? I said, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and answer a couple of his questions. But I'm really done talking to him because I'm looking to make sales. I'm not looking to be interviewed by a nigga who don't understand the concept. So I answered a couple of his questions. He had more questions. And then I said, brother, take a flyer. Appreciate your time. But I was closing the point of sale with him. I was moving on to different prospects. But he wouldn't let me leave. He say, man, since you out here like that, like he looking at me despicable, like, since he looking at me like he looking at a poor and broke nigga. He say, since you out here like that, I'ma go ahead and help you out. Now, I'm standing next to a nigga who be on TV. They got a nigga with me who's a bona fide nigga that be on TV. He know who I am. He's been in cahoots. He's been in the mist. He's been in clubs with us. He's been in different places. He know what the fuck going on. He knew that when the brother told me, since you out here like this, I'ma go ahead and help you out. I ain't gonna lie, my pride got in the way. I said, my nigga, I don't need your help. I said, I don't need your help. Just like you go to the store and buy something that you think you want, I'm bringing the option to you. If you think you want it, buy it. But I'm no charity case, my nigga. I pop my shit. I pop my shit. I say, nigga, I'm Hezelee from UGK Records, fool. I said, when I leave this goddamn place of business we at, I said, I'm scheduled to be on stage with Bun B and Plies tonight. I said, I'm the type of nigga can go from in the gutter, in the streets with you right now and go jump on stage with the niggas that you fanboy behind. Man, this nigga was I guess a wannabe pimp or a player. This nigga got offended like a motherfucker. This nigga start popping his shit back. But ain't nothing he said could outdo what I said. And all the girls, they was giggling and laughing, and that nigga got offended. That nigga got mad. Man, me and that nigga almost got in a goddamn fight. It took some more players to intervene and try to break it down why we shouldn't clash. Break it down why we should respect each other. And they was right. Cause I started off on that type of tip. But my nigga, don't sit up here looking in my Trill ass face, knowing goddamn well it's a goddamn treat for you to be in my presence and tell me some shit like, you gonna help me. Nigga, you wanna help me? Get in the car with me and sell these goddamn CDs. You buying one motherfucking CD ain't helping me do all breaking, making, or breaking me, my nigga. And that nigga say, man, I want some of that shit. That nigga say, nigga, let me spend some money with you. It's crazy because we went from damn near about to fight to this nigga imposing that I allow him to break bread with me. He damn near begging me to break bread with me. And I put my pride aside. And nigga say, man, I'm trying to spend 100, nigga. Give me $100 worth. I say, damn it, my nigga. I say, you gonna have to get 2 or 3 or some of the same. He say, nigga, I don't give a damn. If these niggas vouching for you like that, you must be who the fuck you say you are. I say, like a motherfucker, all day long. And his bitches, they regained more strength and pride in him again. They went to clenching his arm, and he went to sticking his head up like a real rooster. He had his check poked out. He had his chest poked out because he had done redeemed himself. And I sold that nigga a handful of motherfucking CDs for a honcho. And that nigga looked back at me. He say, stay up, my nigga. I say, you too, brother. And right after that, I got arrested. Right after that, the police came and arrested me. They say, you can't be in here selling the motherfucking CDs. But that's a whole nother story in itself. When I got arrested, it seemed like the people rallied behind me like Tupac. The people were screaming, let him go, let him go. These niggas got AK-47s out. You think I motherfucking done pulled the crime, nigga. You dig? One of these motherfuckers had an AK-47 pointed to the ground, and them niggas cuffed me up and handled me rough, and all I was doing was selling my damn CD. But that's a whole nother story in itself. I'm saying all what I'm saying this afternoon to say this. The belief you got to have in yourself has to be unwaverable. Nobody's opinion, nobody's thoughts on what you can and can't do should affect you or distract you. You gotta know what it is and who it is and where you trying to go and lock on to that shit like a damn pit bull. And don't you ever give in. Somebody asked me this morning, they say, what are you doing? I say, everything I've always done. I'm doing everything I've always done. It's just these days, I do it as an older man. I do it way more calculated. You hear me? I calculate my steps better. I don't have to get out there and take off running like I used to, like a dog. I can walk it down, you know? I can walk it down these days. And that's what I'm doing. I'm walking it down. I'm watching the concrete, the foundation dry slowly. Every step I take, the foundation and the concrete get more solid. And when you move like that, you don't have to do a whole lot of backtracking. You see, sometimes you can move too fast and you're gonna miss something. And you might have to go back. At this age, it ain't no more time for going back. It's all about forward motion. Slow motion always beats no motion. You hear me? Slow motion always will beat no motion. So if you ever see me with no motion, something really didn't happen. Because I got an unwaverable fire and desire to keep elevating, keep moving forward, keep scratching goals off the list. There'll be no stopping. There'll be no quitting. I don't feel good when I'm not creating. I don't feel good when I'm not advancing. I don't feel good when I'm not elevating. I'm not the type of nigga that could sit around and watch TV all day and feel like I'm accomplishing something. I gotta do something. I gotta do something towards what I believe in. You hear me? You hear me? But yeah, man, we getting 10,000 steps with the Trill Cast, and I wanted to share some of that with y'all just to give you an insight that sometimes when you see people moving and they quiet and they just steady moving forward, it's possibly they got a plan and they know what the fuck they doing. You ever see somebody at work and they just be working hard, then the bitch got their head down, they ain't watching the clock, and then by the time the day over with, they surprised that the day over with, you know? They be surprised that the day over with because they wasn't focused on watching the clock. They was doing what they knew how to do and getting it done. And sometimes you gotta apply that, you know? You gotta apply that sometime. You wanna walk in the store and just pick something up and put it on the counter and not look at the price of it, you know? You wanna take your woman somewhere and tell her to pick out this and pick out that, and she just throw it on the counter and you don't worry about what the store clerk about to say the price is. If you wanna ever be able to do that, you gotta work without looking at the clock. You know? It's hard for me to do. It's hard for me to do. But the days where I just get involved with what I'm doing, I just stop watching the clock. By the time I look up, the whole day done blew by. As long as I'm enjoying what I'm doing, I'm putting in work and I'm making sure I'm doing it at a high level. A friend of mine said the other day that he was beginning to go to work and realize he was working hard than a motherfucker, getting shit done. But when he realized he was on that white boy job going too hard, he had to bump it down. And I told him, I said, look, you're a professional, son. Don't you bump it down. You keep on pumping out high quality works. You're a professional. I don't care if you feel like you're not appreciated over there. It's gonna make you better. As long as you always give your best, the people around you might not see it, but the universe see it. God see it. And he gonna put you somewhere one day where your best could be respected. Your best could be applauded. People give you accolades because of how good you do what you do. And then one day, you might also, if you're working towards that, be able to give that good quality work to yourself and do it for yourself. It's nothing like working for yourself. The past 8 years, 6, 7, 8 years, I was able to work for myself with a trucking endeavor. It was so gratifying, you know? It was so gratifying. The days would be hard. It wouldn't even move me because I was ready for it. I was ready. I had worked so hard for Boss Man for 17 months. But the trade-off was they gave me experience. You dig? They showed me how to be professional. They gave me the experience I needed. And some days I felt like I put in way too much work for them people, when in reality, I was just being sharpened. I was just being molded and trained to go out and be on my own. So when I went out and I was on my own, I didn't even know it, but I was ready. Not only was I ready from a physical standpoint, but I was ready from a knowledge-based standpoint. I was troubleshooting. I was coming up with solutions. When I had problems, I didn't just sit in the problem. I came up with the solution. Sometimes it took finances to fix certain things. Sometimes it just took a little know-how. You see? And if you pay attention along the journey, you pick up way more than you think you've mentally stored. And so, with the finances I had and a bit of know-how, I was able to stay in business for almost 7 or 8 years. Don't get me wrong, I'm still active, but I parked my truck because knowing what it take to really do this here in the climate of trucking, the way it is, still at this moment, when people said that it would recuperate by time election time. They said, ooh, you just wait. Trucking gonna be back something beautiful about time election time. Boy, trucking still ugly than a bitch. Trucking still ugly like it been beat in the face with a voodoo stick. So what am I doing? I'm still sitting out. You hear me? Big Chris, oh baby, where you been lately? Riding solo lately, I believe. But I'm still sitting the bench on the independent side. Now on the W-2 side, I done jumped in the game. I'm cotton out joining square dancing. And I'm learning how that go. I hadn't did that in so long, it was a culture shock. I had to go from telling the company what I'm gonna do to being told what to do. That didn't feel good at all, you did? I was used to telling the company, hey, this is what I'm not gonna do. And this is what I'm gonna do. And this is what I'm taking off. This is what I'm getting off, you did? Now to do that for 7, 8 years, then to go back and hear a nigga tell you, you gotta give him an 8-hour shift unless otherwise, you gotta give him a 10 or a 12. At first, that felt kind of funny to me. I felt like we gonna get into it, you did? I felt like we gonna have a fallout. But as the time has progressed, I've been working there 4, 5 months now, and I understand the trade-off. I understand the trade-off. You gotta make yourself a part of something sometime and be able to be used, you know? Because if you useful, it's a good thing. You never wanna be useless. You see, you have to be able to be utilized, because if you can't be utilized, that means you useless. So sharpen up your skills. Put yourself in demand in some kind of way where you could be utilized. And you get a perfect trade-off. So at this time, they utilizing me physically and mentally because I'm a solutionist. You know, logistics is solution-based. You want to know how you're going to get something there safely in a timely manner without tearing up the equipment, with keeping your body in the condition so you can deliver. It's a whole lifestyle, you see? So it's a lot of consideration goes into this thing. But I'm sharpening another skill as we speak. I'm getting down through there in my real estate course. I'll be taking my first final in the next coming weeks. I'll be taking my first final. I got a couple of courses complete. I'm on the second course right now, and in a couple of weeks, it should be complete. So y'all keep me in your prayers as I add on another skill, something I always wanted to do. I always wanted to sell houses and cars all at the same damn time. But now I got this extra elective. I got this logistic game. I got this trucking game to go with it. So I gotta keep putting the puzzle together. And like I said, in a couple of weeks, I'll take the final. And then I'll have, I believe, 4 more courses. I'll have 4 more courses. And then once completion of those 4 courses, I'll obtain my real estate license. I'll be a licensed realtor. You dig? So I'll be selling niggas houses and cutting deals, commercial and residential. That's what I intend to do. Commercial and residential. And like I told one of my partners from Indianapolis, he said, man, you used to tell me about that car game all the time. I said, yeah, sir. I intend to return. But just like the car game and the trucking game, you got to watch the economy. Because it ain't nothing for you to go to the auction once you got your ducks in a row and buy some cars and bring them back to your lot to sell them. But if the goddamn people ain't got no motherfucking money flowing, it's gonna be a disaster. So you wanna wait till the economy pick back up also. And the way the game go, I did my research. You still can get in that game with under $30,000. I'm not saying you have to have 30,000. I'm just saying as a minimum, that'll be a good place to start so you wouldn't have to struggle. You dig? That'll be a good place to start so you wouldn't have to struggle. I'm talking about in its entirety. If you got your location, 30,000 would be a nice cushion to get started. Yeah. So yeah, man, go spare. I hope y'all got a goal list of things y'all want to accomplish. And I pray that you walk it out, whatever it is. You might want to be an aviator. You might want to be a train conductor. You might want to be an independent electrician like Zay. I'm prophesizing that on Zay. One day Zay gonna open up his own electrical company where he install electricity. And one day he gonna ask me, come on and join him and work a week. Come see how I got it going at Zay Sanchez Electricity. You hear me? Yeah, that's how I like it. But yeah, man, I've been bumping my gun for quite some time. Country Hustle said, I run flatbed here in Texas, owner operator. Country Hustle, I have to say you in shape. You in shape. They want to teach me how to flatbed, and I lied and told them I wanted to learn. But in actuality, I was lying. Nigga, I don't want to do no goddamn climbing and strapping. I don't want no open motherfucker. I don't want no Conestoga. I don't want no flatbed. I don't want no Conestoga. Now, I'll let somebody who trained use my truck and do it, but I don't want to do it. My kinfolk do it too, you hear me? My kinfolk do it too. He got 2 trucks. And to be honest, at one point in time, he was killing the game. The game been good to me looking ass. But the past couple of years, niggas just been surviving. maintaining. And that ain't good. That ain't good. But yeah, salute to you out there getting it with the flatbed game. I feel like I want to run. I'm lying. It's in my mind, you dig? I feel like I want to run. I'm lying like I'm a. That's in my mind. Nigga, you gotta be careful the shit you say because that shit could come back on you. I remember a time, me and a friend of mine, we used to cut a whole lot of joke. We was some jokers. We talk about people. And I remember we seen a couple of white girls with some flat ass. And me and my nigga was hooping and her ass so goddamn flat. Look like SpongeBob SquarePants. Look like SpongeBob SquarePants. Boy, I tell you, about 10 years later, me and my nigga was at a studio doing something. And we just looked at each other. And we said, motherfucker, we talked about them people and called them SpongeBob SquarePants with them flat asses. Nigga, now we some old niggas with them flat asses. Now we some old niggas around here looking like SpongeBob. Know what I'm talking about? Then another time, we was talking about a nigga who had some hips. You know, fat nigga. When a fat nigga walk, look like little kids playing up under his shirt. His motherfucking leg going one way, his butt going the other, and his hips going another. So we talking about the nigga. That nigga got some hips. That nigga got some hips. Ha, 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 ha. Man, I look in the mirror, nigga. I'm big backing like a motherfucker. I'm not big backing like the big back niggas up the top. I'm big backing around the waistline. Nigga, I got hips. That's why I'm out here doing 10,000 steps a day. Get them goddamn hips out the way. I ain't no hip having motherfucker. I got some little old hips and shit. Nigga, being fat'll make a fool of you. I'm telling you, boy, being fat will make a fool of you. And I'm fighting gravity right now. But that fat backing, that fat backing in the lower back is trying to pull me down. That big belly in the front and that fat backing in the back is trying to pull me down like a transformer. It's trying to make me lean forward, then all of a sudden fall on the ground like a car. But I ain't gonna roll because I ain't got no wheels and tires, you dig? So I got to stand erect. I got to get out here and fight the gravitational pull and lean back and burn. Yeah, I gotta lean back and burn. Now I gotta go to the doctor because I've been carrying that back pain around for 3 months consecutively. And I said to myself, if I'm gonna keep carrying it around, I might just go get a checkup and see what the fuck going on with my lower back. It don't look like I'm gonna be able to stretch it out. I'm gonna have to let them white folk look at that goddamn back, get a x-ray and see what the fuck going on with OG lower back. Cause OG fighting. I ain't gonna lie, OG fighting. But in the morning, that back be so damn stiff, I damn near feel like I'm losing the fight. I damn near want to throw in the towel, but I can't, and I ain't, so I won't. You hear me? I can't, so I ain't, so I won't. And the way I fight it, I'll get me some stretches on. I get me about 10,000 steps. I try to do me some planks, do me some push-ups. Now all that burpees and squat thrusts, I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't got it. I ain't gonna lie to you, fam. I ain't got it. When I throw my legs back, them goddamn hips go to hurting like a motherfucker. When I throw my motherfucking legs back, them hips go to hurting like a bitch. So we gonna work that shit off. What we talking about off in this bitch? Once you get the physique, then you get the bitches. No. That's backwards. You gotta be able to have a mouthpiece to get the physique get the bitches regardless. Fuck the physique. I can pull a bitch like this year. You dig? I still could pull a bitch in the condition I'm in. Be honest with you, I've been fat for the past 20 years. You dig? I've been fat and out of shape for the past 20 years. And that ain't stopped no bitch from jumping on my dick. And I done had some quality choice bitches. You dig? I done had some of any kind of motherfucking race bitches you can name. Nice looking women. You dig? Now you will get a different kind of quality of woman if you got a better physique. But you can't let that be the make or break call. You gotta have a mouthpiece that's more obese than Della Reese to still be able to pull, what's her name, niece. You see? What's her name, niece? You should still be able to pull her regardless of your financial and your physical. Now, I ain't just no big fat ass motherfucker. I'm just a fat motherfucker, you dig? I ain't no big old fat ass motherfucker. I'm just a fat motherfucker that ain't gonna be fat motherfucker much longer. You hear me? I ain't gonna be fat motherfucker much longer. I'm working. Man, I sure enjoyed y'all. We damn near at the 10,000 steps, goddamn. We damn near at the 10,000 steps. Yep. 8,500. I'm taking a break. Stretch that back out. But yeah, females, man, you gotta be careful with females. You can think that a female type is only one way. But if you live long enough, you will see that females built different. You'll see that females built different. And when I was younger, I noticed that. I had somebody close to me that he thought because he looked a certain way that females didn't like him. And I had been dibbling and dabbling with young females my age and older by this time, and I noticed females don't know what they like sometimes. Okay? Sometimes they don't know what they want, nor do they know what they like. They fluid. They go whichever way the wind blow, whichever way the boat float. You can catch a female sometime who say that she strictly dickly. You hear me? You can catch a female that'll say in a firm tone, she's strictly dickly. But for the right nigga who present her with the right opportunity, she'll be licking on kittens' mittens just like him. So I don't play all that old what a female will and won't do. I've been fortunate to be around players, pimps, macs, squires, gangsters, so forth and so on. And I've been also fortunate to be able to see females choose each one of those elements when it suited them best. You dig? They'll have this phase where they want a gangster. Uh-oh, pick your head up. All right. They'll have this phase where they think they want a gangster until he go to busting them beside their goddamn head too much. And he go to getting them to tuck that pistol in their purse a little too much. They might move out of that gangster phase. You see? Now they want a square. Now they want him a square. They get him a square, but he too goddamn boring. Then they move out of that gangster phase. Now they want an entrepreneur, but he too busy. Now they want a regular 9-to-5. Now they want, listen, if you one of them fools that get caught up in what you think a woman like and what a woman want, you gonna be confused in the motherfucker. Because at the end of the day, they don't know what the fuck they like or want. Whatever presents itself and suitable for them at that time, they gonna jump on it. That's all I can tell you. That's all I can tell you. I done seen some of my ugliest homeboys pull and dog the baddest bitches. You hear me? So don't you get caught up in the thinking, oh, a woman only want this, or nigga, I can go put on my flip-flops. I ain't even matching. I got on a motherfucking red, white, and blue hat and a black and white. Nigga, I can go in the store right now, funky, fresh off this track, and go pull me a bad bitch. And let me tell you how I'ma spot me a bad bitch. I'ma go to the grocery store and I'ma linger around the produce section. Yeah, I'ma linger around the produce section. Cause every 10 minutes, there's a bad bitch visiting the produce section for fruits and vegetables. You hear me? And I'ma watch her body language. And I'ma speak to her to see how she receives me. I'ma speak to her to see how she receives me. And she got a split second to show me with her body language that she's a Karen and she want me to get my motherfucking ass out of her sight. You hear me? She got a split second to show me with her body language that she is a Karen and she hate the sight of me. But if she give me one iota of a giggle and a smile and a receiving presence, I'ma be macking on her ass like a diamond nut. I'ma floor her with a few compliments. I'ma let her know she got a beautiful smile. I'ma let her know her makeup is pretty, her hair is pretty. I like how she coordinated her clothes. Even you got pretty toes. I'ma make her motherfucking giggle and make her goddamn hips wiggle, boy. Then I'ma act non-intrusive. You can just give me your Instagram. Well, I don't do Instagram. Well, you can give me your fake book. I don't want that shit. I'm just talking shit. I'm trying to see how many suggestions I can make. I'm trying to see how long she gonna stand here and talk to my funky ass. Cause the longer she stand here, the more information I'ma get, and more likely I'll be in that cagogie pretty soon. You see? That's how that work. Don't you count yourself out. Don't you sit there and look at yourself and say, I ain't enough. Fuck wrong with you. I'm enough. I'm all that. Yeah, I'm all that. Now that time I was trying to pull that bitch from Kevin Garnett on that boat. Oh yeah, sir. I wasn't enough, you dig? I was broke in the motherfucker, you dig? Unknown rapping ass nigga, I ain't got enough money to talk to this bitch or be in this whole face when this whole bagging niggas like Kevin Garnett. So I got the fuck on. Now you gotta be logic now. You gotta be logic. But yeah, I am enough. I am enough. Hey man, what we got, man? This 10,000 steps knocked out. This 10,000 steps knocked out. Let me see, April say, get the nerdy ones at the GameStop. I ain't never been over there. Yeah, I don't know if I know how to talk to a nerdy woman. You can't be too goofy now. Damn it. I'm gonna call you goofy ass bitch. You know what I mean? You can't be too goofy now. You can laugh and have a good time, but you need to be sharp. I need my woman sharp. I don't like just messing with any kind. I don't care how fine you is, how good you look. That's just for the physical. I want to know what's in your heart, what's in your mind. Can you cook? Can you think? You dig? Can you think without a nigga giving you instruction? Can you hold it down? If I'm gone for 2-3 weeks and somebody knock on the door, he look good to you, is you gonna pull him in and give him some Castle Grayskull or some Kagogi, or you gonna talk through the door and change your voice? He ain't here. You know what I mean? Who is that? Get the fuck off my porch. You did? That's the type of bitch I need. I need a bitch with some charisma. I need a bitch who impromptu. She can think on the motherfucking spot. I don't need no dumb hoe. Dumb hoe nigga knock on the door. Hey, Hezelee over here. No, he's gone. He's been gone about 3 weeks. Oh, you have, huh? So he ain't about to come home tonight. No, I don't know when he's coming home. What, you think I can come in and get a cup of coffee? Oh, how many sugars you want? Yeah. How about a plate of food? Yeah. You want it warmed in the microwave or the oven? Some of that pussy, bitch. No, I can't do that. Come here. Now he soft pressing the bitch. He soft wrestling with the bitch. And she saying, no, stop. He kissing the bitch, and next thing you know, the bitch, bitch kissing him back. Next thing you know, he fucking your bitch. You dig? Because that's a weak bitch, you know? And them type of hoes exist all over the United States on America. Niggas got them type of hoes in their house right now. Nigga done turned a whole house, a whole hoe into a housewife. The right opportunity, she gonna fuck the pool boy, the lawn man, and the goddamn janitor. You dig? So now, I don't just go off of looks. I wanna know what's inside. I want a bitch that think cheating is despicable. You know what I mean? I want a bitch that think cheating on your spouse is the worst thing you can ever do in the United States of America. Therefore, if you try to talk to her, she gonna look at you like you didn't committed a crime. Cause she loyal to the king. You dig? What up, G? All right. You gotta be loyal to the king. Now, only a queen can be loyal to the king. Don't you get you no motherfucking peasant thinking that bitch gonna be loyal. Nigga offer that hoe a better deal. She giving up Castle Grayskull and Kagogi out of both draws leg. You hear me? She giving up Castle Grayskull and Kagogi out of both draws leg. When you get you a motherfucking queen, you hold on to that shit. And you show that bitch you a king. You hear me? Somebody knock on that door and you home, nigga, you go to that door. You go to that door. What's up? Don't say who is it. Say, what's up? Oh, I thought y'all maybe want to church a louder day saying, get your goddamn ass off my porch. I was just, get your mother. You know what I mean? Damn it, boy. And she gonna say, you didn't have to be so mean. Bitch, shut up. You pissing me off. I'm about to bust you in your goddamn mouth. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna bust in her mouth, though. You just gonna let her know. Answering that door is my territory. Don't you correct me. If I feel like I'm gonna answer that door with that goddamn Draco in my motherfucking hand, aggressive than a bitch, that's how I'm answering that motherfucking door. Cause shit ain't sweet. I learned as a little child when I was defenseless and couldn't help my brother. Nigga knocked on the door talking about it was a friend. I told y'all that shit yesterday. Nigga knock on the door. Who is it? Friend. Nigga looked all in the keyhole. Friend, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at the nigga face, all I see is his eyes, and I hear the nigga lips quivering, talking about friend. And my dumb ass, 10, 11 years old, go deliver the message to my brother, hey, your friend outside. You dig? You see how I got played? You see how I got played? Being friendly? So no, you can't knock on my door and get no goddamn warm welcome, nigga. I'm retarded, yeah, nigga. I answer the door like Webby, bitch, what's up? Bitch, what's happening? You know what I'm saying? I'll answer the door like one of them niggas from New Orleans, dragging one of my legs with that motherfucking fire. Dragging my motherfucking leg with that iron, you know what I mean? Yeah. I don't mean no disinfectant. I remember this one white boy, he come to the house. He don't know no better, dumb motherfucker. He got his hand behind his back. You know how CeeLo was standing on that video? He had this hand right here behind his back. And he rang the doorbell with his other hand. I jacked that goddamn door open so fast. The fuck you want? Bitch ass nigga, what the fuck you want? Hey, nah, nigga. Get your bitch ass off my porch. Fuck, nigga. What you got behind your back? Nothing, I was just scratching my, get your goddamn ass away from here, bitch ass nigga. False moving around here, traumatized and paranoid as I am. All the goddamn gunshots I done endured in my life. And niggas got nerve to have 4th of July. Nigga, I get down on the floor. Niggas got nerve to have 4th of July. Pow, nigga, I'm down on the floor. Get down. Nigga, I'm shooting too, goddamn. Where this shit coming from? Everybody ain't the same. Everybody wasn't raised the same. At any given moment, my watch finna start trembling and tell me I got 10,000 steps. And everybody who stayed in here for 10,000 steps, y'all the real MVPs. Y'all some real niggas who laid there, you understand, and listen to me for 10,000 motherfucking steps. That's 4+ miles. Whoever laid there for 4 miles listening to me, you the real MVP. You got endurance. You hear me? You got endurance and you fuck with me. That's why I want you to go to my band camp and listen to some songs. And I want you to go to Trill Cast and I want you to use that Gmail and I want you to get you a velvet polo, whatever color you want. I want you to get you a Trill bucket hat, a Pimp C shirt. Don't let me be out here all by myself representing this shit. Get down. Get down. Get all the way down. Everything is already in place. We ain't got to go hurry up and whip nothing up. We been doing this here shit. I been about this here shit, nigga. I been Hezelee for a long ass time. And damn it, feel good to be Trill. You hear me? Be able to stand on your own. Take care of business. Don't do no bitching, whining, and crying. Just get up and get out there and go get it, and come back with it. I did it. I must admit it. You hear what I'm saying? That's a good feeling. Don't be no hoe, boy. I done told you plenty of time. Don't you ever be no hoe, boy. If it ain't going your way, you keep on working towards it till it go your way. You'll get some favor. It'll come your way. Every now and again, even trash can gets a hold of a steak. You dig? Every now and again, even the trash can gets a hold of a steak. And like I said, any minute now, that damn watch of mine gonna go to vibrating with 10,000 steps lit up in 14 karat gold with an achievement bar on the top. You've reached your step count for the day. And because it's early and I still got things to do, grocery store, start the big truck, get my life together so I can get on that white boy job and get some of that money tomorrow because I could be utilized. I ain't gonna be used and abused. There it is. What I said, motherfucker. What I said. 10,000 steps. Yeah. Salute to the Trill. Big Brandon training. Yeah. Country hustle, yeah, man. 10,000 steps. That's all I need every day. All I need in this life for sin is 10,000 steps, man. All I need in this life for sin is 10,000 steps, man. That guarantee me that them hips, I ain't gonna keep on hipping. You dig? If you can't win out there burning calories and lifting weight or doing what you do, you got to win in the kitchen. And I've been bullshit. I've been winning at the cookie counter. I'm a cookie-loving motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. I drank 2 40 ounces this weekend and a quarter beer. I drank a 32 and I drank 2 40 ounces, but I done sweated that shit out. I did 4-some miles yesterday. I got 4+ miles today, and I still got plenty more to do, and I ain't drinking no more. I gotta go cook my cop. Now this is what I want y'all to do. I want some input on this, right? I want some input on this. So, last week, I normally do cauliflower, broccoli, and chicken. But I switched it up. I did a spinach spaghetti noodle. I did a spinach spaghetti noodle with the spaghettis made regularly, but I replaced the carbohydrate-filled noodles with spaghetti noodles that was made of spinach. You dig? Low carb shit. And I ate that, and I did have little rib every now and again, little barbecue twice a week. But that was my main dish that I ate throughout the week at work, with my usual fruit, this and that, this and that. Now, I want to go back to my cauliflower, broccoli, and chicken. And I ain't gonna lie, that shit bland in the motherfucker. That shit boring in the motherfucker. But it's one of those type meals that's calorie dense. There's very low calories in this meal. So that's why I eat it. It helped me with trimming down. But I got it in my mind that I want some grab and go. I got it in my mind that I could stay on track better if I get some grab and go. So what I'm thinking is this. I'm either gonna do PayPal. There you go, PayPal. Somebody just went on grab some of that Trill Girl. I like that there. Somebody grab some Trill Girl. But look, if I do grab and go, I got these burritos I like to make. I can make about 10 of them bitches. Big fat beef burritos with egg off in that bitch. Little bit of potato, you dig? And wrap that shit up in a low carb tortilla. Wrap that bitch up in foil paper and put 10 of them bitches in the ice box. You hear me? And every day when I go to work, grab 3 of them bitches. What you mean? Well, I'ma grab 2 burritos for my lunch and my late lunch if I stay at work long. And I'ma grab a 3rd when I'ma make for in the morning. Now what I'ma do with that, I'ma scramble up some egg, and I'ma either take some thick ass cuts of bacon, or I'ma take some sausage or turkey sausage, and I'ma make some breakfast taco. You see? I'ma make some breakfast taco. That way in the morning, I can grab and go. I can grab 2 burritos and 1 breakfast taco, and that'll keep me from falling off. Or I can go make the boring ass cauliflower, broccoli, and chicken. Y'all let me know. Give me some input. What y'all think? Which way y'all think I should go with this here? Huh? Which way you think I should go with this here? The burritos or the motherfucking cauliflower dish? Which way you think I should go? Because I'm up in the air. I'm up in the air. I ain't made it to the grocery store yet to get straight. So I'm about to make my decision. Because when you set yourself up and your meal prep. Hold on. I ain't taking y'all in the restroom. I ain't no freak. Oh. Oh, yeah, it could. Ooh. Yeah, it could. I needed that. Let's go, Cutting. Let's go, kinfolk. Now, what we gonna do? What we gonna do, kinfolk? Like I say, we can do the breakfast burrito with the beef burrito with the egg. Grab and go. See, I would put rice off in that hoe. I would put rice or rice cauliflower in it, but I want something flavorful. I want something flavorful. Let me see. You eat oats? Yeah. I eat oats. I ain't one of them people that don't have a lot of stuff on my list that I don't eat. I eat everything. I drink beet juice. I make beet juice and drink that. I'm talking about people hate that shit. I love that shit. So yeah, I eat oats. I got oatmeal. I got Raisin Bran. But I'm tired of lugging around milk and cereal. And it's a lot of sugar in cereal. So I'm tired of lugging that shit around. This week I just want to do something simple. And I'm tired of having to warm that shit. D. I'm tired of having to warm that shit. I'm tired of looking for nigga microwaves and cranking up my little portable stove. I want to just crank that portable stove up, take me a foil paper item, put it off in that bitch, leave that bitch in there 10 minutes, and pull that shit out hot as hell. Mm. 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 Nigga, that shit good cause it's hot and cold. You hear me? That shit good cause it's hot and cold. Let me see. We got burritos. Them oats hold you for a long time. Yeah, I got some oatmeal. Brandon say them burritos sound like a deal. Damn it, boy. Goofy, what's up? Zay said that cauliflower sound good. I don't know which one I'm gonna do, man. But oatmeal and banana, yeah, I eat that shit a lot. I'm a banana. I have to eat a lot of bananas because I like that potassium. But I'm finna go to the store and see what it do, man. Man, I appreciate y'all walking 4 miles with me. I appreciate y'all doing 10,000 steps with me, man. Everybody who hung in there. Hope y'all have a beautiful day and a blessed week. I hope the time we spent together this afternoon was worthy. I hope you was able to get some inspiration out of my personal story. I hope you're able to get some motivation and inspiration out of my personal story and journey. And it's still not over. It's still being written, as well as your life. It's still being written. So y'all have a blessed day. Get your ducks in a row for grown man business tomorrow. And keep y'all eyes open. Cause you know I'm always Trill casting and lasting, my nigga. The algorithm tried to walk away. And I said, don't leave. You know what I mean? Don't leave, bitch. It ain't time for you to go no goddamn well. We still got work to do. We still got business to do.